It's now time for What's Happening with Skippy Carmichael and Boots McCracken.
Welcome to yet another episode of What's Happening with Skippy Carmichael and
Boots McCracken.
That's wonderful. Today's episode is brought to you by Dr. Schmidt's Corn Remover and Food Preservative. Today we'll be discussing the alien terrorist connection to the recent tragedy in the Gulf of Mexico. How you doing today, Boots?
What? I didn't know you cared.
Well, of course I care, sort of.
Well, I'm distressed, Skippy. It seems the government is at it again.
At what exactly?
A cover-up of mammoth proportions.
Okay, can you explain what you mean?
My sources have confirmed that Al-Qaeda was enlisted by the Environmental Protection Agency to cause the disaster to occur in the Gulf.
What?
That's right. It's all about gaining control of natural resources.
Well, that's interesting. So doesn't the EPA already control our natural resources?
Somewhat. Their powers are limited, but creating a disaster this size will automatically enable them to seize ultimate control over oil pumping in deep water regions.
Okay, so how does Al-Qaeda come into play?
Well, it's well known the close relationship the EPA has with the terrorist organization.
Well, yes, everyone knows that.
How would it look if the EPA just went in and blew up an oil rig?
Well, pretty suspicious, I would guess.
That's right. They had to enlist an outside group, already disliked by half of Americans, who were ready to take the credit for destroying an American oil rig.
You know, that makes complete sense. So why haven't we heard about the Al-Qaeda connection in the media?
Well, the White House felt it would cause too much strain on American terrorist relations.
How would the White House keep this story out of the media?
Simple, Skippy. Just like they always do.
Let's get back to the comment you made about American terrorist relations. We actually have some government agency that oversees relations with terrorists?
Of course. Naturally, everyone knows the best way to deal with terrorist organizations is to negotiate with them.
Well, that is true. So, what does the EPA stand to gain with this increased power?
Power is a good word. The EPA wants to stifle the oil production in order to wean the public off of this inexpensive means of generating power.
Now, how would the public meet their power needs then?
Well, there's an agreement on the table with the EPA from the Validian Power Exploratory Commission to provide all the power in America. In the agreement, all power will be purchased from the Validians. In exchange, Lisa Jackson, the head of the Environmental Protection Agency, will receive 2 season tickets for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Well, I can't see how she could possibly pass that up. So who are the Validians?
You know them, the original travelers.
Ah, yes, I never heard them referred to as Validians. Is that some kind of ancient civilization?
One might suggest that.
I just did. Well, that's all the time we have today, Boots. Until next time, keep your mind empty and open.
Mm-hmm.